to go work out for the workout aerobics gently, but we were all just so tired. We kind of spent the morning on and off with tears a little bit. I don't often, I've never done this before, not even often, never done this before, but I'm going to ask. I've put up a community post. It is hashtag onelasthug. In the description of this live is a link to that community post. With the help of Cricut, we found a flight. If you haven't checked out our channel, Chow Yun Smut, please do that. I would appreciate that. But if anybody feels led, the plane ticket is $414 for Patty to come up here and give us all one last hug. And we would like to make that happen. That is one of her wishes before leaving this world, that she gets to come up and see us, and that she gets to go see her sister. That's already been taken care of before leaving, and before she's too sick and in hospice care to do anything. For all of us to head down to Florida would mean 5 plane tickets and hotel cost, and it would be astronomical to do that. That's totally out of the question. I'm not saying that anybody has to donate, but if they do feel so led, hi Brazy Girl, if you do feel so led, there is a Venmo, there is a Cash App. If you want the PayPal link, you can email us and we will send it to you. Just please put in the subject "One Last Hug," and go ahead and send your username, your YouTube handle, and your name, and we will go ahead and send it. Only way we could set that up is using my mom's full name, and I didn't want to put her full name. It in the description, Sandy, is the link to the post I made with the Cash App, the Venmo, and if you want the PayPal, you can message me and I'll give it to you. I just had to use her full name, and I didn't want to put that link with her full name underneath on the community post. The ticket is $414. We had to choose a high coach. We had to choose an airline. We talked to Cricut, and I'm so thankful for Cricut. The thought of even doing any of this was just, I couldn't wrap my hands or my arms around it. We talked to her last night, and we looked at Frontier and Spirit, and both of those airlines are economical airlines, but she strongly advised us against it because we've got somebody with health issues, compromised, and she said that they are bare bones, and she wouldn't even put a well person on there, let alone a sick person. And then all of the other flights were going out of Miami, which is too far for Patty. A lot of them were connecting, which means she would have 2 or 3 hour layovers. A lot of them flew into Atlanta. That's a huge airport to deal with when somebody is dealing with stage 4 liver and lung cancer. So
for somebody to
deal with without even dealing with all that. So she said it would really be best for Patty that she gets on a plane and she comes up here and it's straight through. One of the things my daughter has said is this is a prayer that we never thought was going to happen. This is a prayer request answered, that we were going to get to see her. And I've been on and off crying for days, and I'm trying to work through this, and I can't help it. I know I'm going to fall apart afterwards, and people in the community said, how can we help you? And I said, just be there, because this is really hard. And then when she leaves, it's going to be even harder, because I just saying goodbye and walk away at the airport, it's gonna be hard. So I'm going into the Y, we're going to the pool. I'm trying to get my mind off of it and trying to do something good. Hi, my love. So the plane ticket is $414. We can't ask Patty for it because it's too much. My aunt's been diagnosed with stage 4 liver and lung cancer, and the chemo stopped working and it's spreading. She can come up here. The ticket is $414. That's a lot for us to come up with. That's huge for our family to come up with. We can't ask Patty. She's had to take a leave of absence off of work. She's had to, she's trying to just keep her, she's the only one supporting herself. So, any kind of car payments or, car payments and house payments and all that kind of stuff on top of all the cancer expenses is a lot. So that's why I've labeled this hashtag One Last Hug, because it truly is one last hug. That is her wish before she leaves this world, that she's able to give us one last hug. And so she's coming the 15th through the 22nd of August. We'll be able to, through just finagling some stuff, be able to get the, we have to reserve the plane tonight because if not, we'll lose it, and there's just not a lot of selection that's good for her. We had to look at times. We had to look of, she'll be staying with us. We had to look at times. We had to look at how long the layover was. I mean, for normal people, sitting in an airport for 3 hours is nothing, but somebody who has been through chemo for 6 months and is dealing with stage 4 liver and lung cancer, to fly for an hour or two, then sit in an airport for 3 hours, or just try to get, to a gate when they're dealing with, just getting out of breath easily is too much. So this was the one thing we found that's straight through and good times and so forth. And it is a good airline, and she's 65. In her pictures on this thumbnail. So in below is the community. I put it up on the community post. We're 525 hours away from 3,000. I won't put a Mocha watch up today because I want to make sure that post goes. I can't, there's places I know I could post it, but I can't and I won't because I don't know. The flight we found does not have any layovers. I won't do it because I just don't want people to think I'm asking for money. I'm not trying to, but it would be helpful. Everything will stay anonymous if you're able to donate. If you're not, please go to the post, make a comment, share it if you can, give a thumbs, get it spread, use the hashtag One Last Hug. If you want to reach out to anybody that you feel could help, then go ahead and share the post. Go for it. That's why I'm doing this quick live. I've posted it where I feel I can post it. And any extra funds past the $414 that is raised, we will use while she's here to maybe take her. We'd like to take her down to the Amish country. We want to go and celebrate Christina's birthday, even though it's early, one last time. I've even thought about putting up the Christmas tree. I mean, and I was on Jen Puppers, and she's like, yeah, I know. Jen Pup Groomer was like, go put up the Christmas tree. Go celebrate every holiday between now and the end of the year. Which made me not feel so silly about wanting to do that. I don't know if we'll have energy to do that, but it was an idea. I know my daughter would love it. I can. I just don't know if they'll do it. Yeah, the flight. The flight information, or the flight we found is nonstop, so she won't have to worry about that. I know that I know Cricket will take care of maybe putting their scenes assistants to the gate and all that kind of stuff. Mo Love, she does have a GoFundMe, but that is for any of her cancer expenses. And I thought if there's more than $414 raised through this, then I would just, on the way before she leaves, I would just hand her, if there's an extra $100 or even $50, and just say this is from our community, and this is for you to do what you need to do with it. So know that if there's anything past what is needed, then that's going to go straight to Patty. But yeah, well, and she does have a GoFundMe, and it's literally just to help her, and it has helped her to be able to pay car payments. And yeah, I know it's an account, it's a GoFundMe account set up for her, and the money is in her name, and we've all handled that on that side. I'm just I don't want to start a GoFundMe for this. I just put up no, I'm not going. I just put up, only thing I did was I put up a Venmo and our Cash App and our PayPal. If anybody needs a link to PayPal, they can email or message me. If anybody feels that they want to donate towards the plane ticket for her to obtain that, I will reach out to Make-A-Wish and see if they can help, but I don't know what process that would go through to make that happen. But I can do that and see if that can happen, but I will look into that. But again, if you can't contribute, just if you could go just make a comment, hit a thumbnail, share it if you possibly can. For anybody that does want to, it would mean a lot. And of course, we'll keep all the receipts and know exactly where it went to and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to ask. I had a relative one time said, "Don't ask, you never know." So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I thank you all so much for your support and your love and your just connection during this difficult time for our family. I think it was Southwest. That was the best one we can find. The rest of them wanted to come out of Miami, or they wanted to come out with huge, huge. I mischief manage. They wanted to come out with huge layovers, and we didn't want to do that. So we found it on Southwest. But again, I know. Well, we've got it all. We've got it all taken care of, and you know, it's going to a good cause, and we'll make sure that we take care of that. We've got the other done, so it's the GoFundMe is in my mom's name. It's done for my aunt, and that's all been taken care of. And she has a bank account with my mom and my aunt's name on it, so it's all good. We got that all covered. I just thought if I put up the Venmo and I put the word out there for the Venmo and the Cash App and the PayPal, and anybody feels led to do so, it's there. The post is in the description below. I'm not asking anybody to. Even when we become, get that halfway point. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Hi Danielle. She just wants her last wish is one of her last wishes is to come see us. She wants to give us one last hug, and it's coming right from her. And I never thought that would happen. So, anyway, that would be amazing. You can email me, Coach Lisa. You can email me, and Cricket's working with us to help us take care of it. So we want to make sure that, I think it was Southwest, or was it United? I'm so confused. Hold on a second. I can look. Hold on. I don't have so many different Delta and United and all that kind of. I don't have Apple Pay, but I don't have Apple Pay, but I can look into that. But it is Southwest. I thought it was. We had so many airlines and times floating in our heads last night with everything. It was so much. I can't do a charity stream live mobile because I don't have enough subscribers. That has to be a certain amount of subscribers, and you have to be monetized. So, and that has to go to a Pacific charity. That can't go. So, you have 1,000 subscribers, but you don't have enough watch hours. So, and my other keeper, I got your message. I've been crying I've been crying since Tuesday on and off, and I cried this morning, and Yes, you do have the hours. Well, you, it, from what I can understand, when you do a charity, fundraiser through YouTube, it has to go to a nonprofit. It can't just go to somebody. It has to go specifically to a nonprofit. You can't just do a fundraiser. It has to go. Yeah, it does. And it has to go specifically to a nonprofit organization. So I'm just trying to do this because I want to help. We don't want to ask her for it, but $414 was certainly not in the budget. And Joshua is my husband, but I will get back to you on what day I'm going to come on your channel. Yeah, GoFundMe is their nonprofit. Yes, I understand that. I don't know if it can go to a Pacific, that one or not. I don't know. So, and I think you have to get approved for it, and there's steps for that. But then if it donates to the her GoFundMe account, it won't help us be able to help obtain the plane ticket for her and all that kind of stuff. So I really don't want to mix this up with money that goes to her GoFundMe account, because that money goes into a Pacific bank account that she can access at any time for whatever funds she needs. If she needs gas for a car, if she needs a car payment, whatever. I don't want to mix that. This is just separate from that. I don't want to mix the two. I just want to do, I'm just reaching out to anybody saying, here's this. If anybody feels led to contribute towards obtaining and helping to obtain the plane ticket in any way, it would be a huge help, and it would mean so much to her and us, because 414 is a lot. Oh, we're going to. It's going to happen, because, see, you have to understand something about me. When I'm determined to do something, it will happen. And my mom said, yeah, and I want to keep it simple. I don't want to mix the both. My mom said to me last night, she's like, why don't you just, I could put a post up and see. She said, I think that was be a great idea. That would be a huge help. And she said to you all, that would mean a huge amount. That would mean huge to her and my daughter and myself and everybody. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm so done. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted, and I'm hurting a lot. And I'm trying to get my mind to stop racing. It just wants to race. And I'm trying to process through all of this, and I said to somebody today, I said, the part that I know will be the hardest part is at the airport when she leaves and giving her that last hug. It is just going to be an emotional thing. And then getting in the car and traveling home is going to be really hard. Because that's it. And I've just said, I don't want her to suffer, but I'm not ready to say goodbye, but I don't have a choice. And I just hope that she can come see us, that she can come see her sister in September.
Breezy girl wants to know about the return flight.
Yeah, it's all round trip. It's all round trip, and it's nonstop. It's going right from Fort Lauderdale to Columbus, and the times are good. Either the times were like really ugly morning hours. I will email you all the flight information. And again, I'm working with Cricut, so I will email it to you after I go to the pool. I'm going to go and do what's good for me and go in the pool and go in the hot tub in there and just relax, because I've got to get my mind off all this. But I just wanted to put it on. All right. It's out of Fort Lauderdale, and it's going to Columbus, Ohio. Thank you. Can you do me a favor, Lisa, and just go in the description, you'll see my email, and just put in the title, One Last Hug, and just put email flight information. So I don't forget. If you could do that for me, it's Blessed2Crochet@yahoo.com. Yeah. Yes, she's 65 and she's had a good life, but she's also had a rough life. And she's really been in the same place. She's been in the best place that she's ever been in her life. She's a recovering alcoholic. She's been sober. She's had a really good, she's had a really rough childhood. She had a really rough years, but she's come through it so strong in the past 13, 14 years, and I'm so proud of her. And I'm just so grateful that, yeah, I know you've emailed me before, and I'll have to look through it, but my head is just, I just feel like I'm, there's whirly birds on top of your head going around going, oh. So just put one last hug and just put flight so that I don't forget. Not that I will, but I just need a reminder right now. Yeah, she does. She does. And to have to know that someone's going through this, this is painful. Liver and lung cancer, she said, is painful. This is painful, and it's going to get even more painful. And she doesn't get to retire. She's worked hard all her life. She's going to leave work, and she's doing a leave of absence. And I don't know how much longer she has before she's going to wind up in hospice. It's like she's not going to be able to kind of retire and enjoy life. And that's kind of like that's the sad part. Like my dad got dementia, and he worked very hard all his life, and she's she is living her life. And so it's kind of like my dad. He got dementia, and he had it for 7 years, and then he lost, he didn't get to enjoy his life in his retirement. And so kind of the same situation with her. But again, if you're not able to, I understand. At least just go put a comment. You want to share the post, go ahead and share the post on for the community tab. You can leave a comment, and I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go in the pool and just relax for a little bit. Thank you all for your support. Stay connected, you all, and we got you covered. And thanks for having me covered. It means so much. And I will email you, Lisa, this afternoon. Thank you. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.